Hey everyone, welcome back to Vivid Stoicism. I'm so glad you're here today because we're diving into something incredibly important: how to turn your life around using the timeless principles of Stoic philosophy. Whether you're feeling stuck in a rut, overwhelmed by the pressures of life, or just not sure which direction to take next, this video is for you. If you've ever wondered how you can regain control over your life, break free from negativity, and start living with more purpose, Stoicism has the answers. But let's be real for a moment. Life can feel like it's happening to us. We can feel powerless against the weight of daily struggles, constant distractions, and setbacks that seem to knock us down every time we try to get back up. Maybe you've been working hard, but you're not seeing results, or maybe life's circumstances just seem to be against you. Relationships that don't work out, jobs that drain you, or dreams that seem unreachable. You're not alone. So many of us feel this way at one point or another, like we're trapped by the circumstances of life. But here's the thing: Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers a different way of looking at the world. A way that can free you from feeling like life is beyond your control. The Stoics believed that while we may not be able to change everything that happens to us, we can always control how we respond. And that shift in perspective is where real, lasting transformation begins. In this video, we're going to explore how you can turn your life around by tapping into the core principles of Stoicism. Understanding what you can control, taking responsibility for your actions, cultivating discipline, and learning to accept life as it is, no matter what comes your way. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable framework for taking charge of your life and moving toward the changes you want to see. This might sound simple, but trust me, it's life-changing once you truly internalize it. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus gave us a powerful framework to work with, often called the dichotomy of control. He taught that there are only two categories in life: things we can control and things we cannot. What's within our control? Our thoughts, our actions, our decisions, and our attitudes. These are all things that we have the power to change and direct. On the other hand, there's a massive list of things that are completely out of our hands. Other people's opinions, events that happen in the world, and even outcomes of our efforts. Now think about how much time and energy we spend worrying about things that are beyond our control. How often have you stressed over what someone else thinks of you, or about a situation that didn't go the way you planned? We tend to obsess over these uncontrollable factors, which leaves us feeling anxious, frustrated, and powerless. It's like trying to steer a ship through a storm by controlling the weather instead of focusing on your own sails. You can't change the storm, but you can adjust your sails to navigate through it. So, the Stoic solution is simple but profound. Focus on what you can control and let go of everything else. When you focus on your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions, you'll start to realize that you have much more power than you think. But here's the Stoic approach. You can't control whether or not your boss notices your effort. What you can control is the quality of your work, your commitment to doing your best, and how you choose to handle the situation emotionally. By focusing on what's within your control, your attitude, your actions, you'll free yourself from unnecessary stress and maintain your inner peace, regardless of the outcome. When you embrace this idea, life becomes a lot less overwhelming. You stop fighting battles you were never meant to win. Instead, you focus on the things you can influence, and that's where real change starts. By shifting your mindset from external events to your internal power, you begin to reclaim control over your life. In the next section, we'll talk about how taking responsibility for your actions, no matter what life throws at you, is the key to unlocking this newfound control. Stay with me. Now that we've covered the concept of control, it's time to take things a step further. One of the most empowering ideas in Stoicism, and probably one of the toughest to embrace, is the importance of taking full responsibility for your actions and your life. The Stoics taught that no matter what happens around you, you always have the power to choose your response. This idea comes straight from the writings of Marcus Aurelius, who was not only a philosopher, but also a Roman emperor, someone who faced immense pressure and challenges daily. In his meditations, he reminds himself that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What he's saying here is that while we can't control what happens in life, whether that's people disappointing us, unexpected setbacks, or personal struggles, we can control how we respond to those situations. And that response is what ultimately defines the outcome. So why is this important? Well, it's easy to fall into the trap of blaming external circumstances for how we feel or where we are in life. Maybe you didn't get the promotion you wanted, and you blame your boss for not recognizing your talent. Maybe a relationship ended, and you feel bitter toward the other person for how things turned out. But Stoicism teaches us that focusing on blame is a waste of our energy. It keeps us stuck. The real power comes from taking full responsibility for how we react to the situation and what we do next. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything. It means owning your part in how you respond. Let's take that same example of not getting the promotion. Instead of getting frustrated and blaming your boss, a Stoic approach would be to reflect on what's within your control. Did you put in the best effort possible? Is there something you could improve for next time? What can you learn from this experience? By focusing on what you can do better, you move forward with a sense of growth instead of resentment. Here's another example. Imagine something really difficult happens, like a personal loss or an unexpected life change. These moments can feel overwhelming, and it's natural to want to place the blame on life, on fate, or on other people. But the Stoics remind us that while we can't control what happened, we can control how we choose to cope with it. We can decide whether to let it break us or to let it build us into stronger, more resilient individuals. Think of it like this. Life throws you a challenge, and you can either see it as an obstacle or as an opportunity for growth. When you take responsibility for your reactions, you're choosing to grow from every situation, no matter how difficult. And that is what gives you real power, because no matter what happens, you always have a choice in how you respond. Taking responsibility for your actions and reactions gives you a sense of control in a world that often feels chaotic. It's not always easy, but it's one of the most freeing and powerful shifts you can make in your life. Once you stop blaming the outside world and start focusing on what you can control, your mindset and actions, you become the architect of your own life. In the next part, we'll talk about a key component of Stoicism that will help you along this journey: the Stoic virtue of discipline. Without discipline, all of these insights remain just ideas. Discipline is what brings them to life. Let's explore how to cultivate it. Now that we've explored the power of controlling what's within your grasp and taking responsibility for your actions, the next step in turning your life around is cultivating discipline. Without discipline, even the best ideas or intentions remain just that, ideas. Discipline is what turns those ideas into action. It's the bridge between knowing what to do and actually doing it. For the Stoics, discipline wasn't just about self-control or willpower. It was about living according to your values, consistently and purposefully, even when it's hard. Seneca, another famous Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the need for daily practice and discipline. He believed that greatness comes not from grand gestures, but from small, consistent actions taken over time. In his writings, he often said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." And how do we prepare? Through discipline. Think about it this way. When life throws challenges your way, it's your discipline that keeps you grounded. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but true discipline shows up when times get tough, when you're tired, when you're faced with distractions, or when you just don't feel like putting in the effort. That's when discipline is crucial. It's about sticking to your values and goals, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. Discipline means creating and sticking to habits that align with your long-term vision for your life. For instance, if you want to improve your health, discipline isn't just about exercising once in a while. It's about making regular workouts and healthy eating a part of your daily routine. It's the consistency that matters. In the context of Stoicism, discipline also involves managing your emotions and reactions. It's easy to be calm and composed when everything is going smoothly, but true discipline is about maintaining your equanimity in the face of adversity. It's about practicing restraint and not letting external events dictate your internal state. One way to build discipline is to start small. Set achievable goals and create a plan to accomplish them. Gradually build up your self-control and consistency. Over time, these small successes will add up and strengthen your overall discipline. Remember, discipline is like a muscle. The more you work on it, the stronger it becomes. Another key aspect of discipline is creating a structured routine. A routine helps you stay focused and minimizes the effort required to make decisions throughout the day. When your habits are aligned with your goals and values, you're more likely to stay on track and make steady progress. And finally, don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up from time to time. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about perseverance and continuous improvement. Acknowledge your setbacks, learn from them, and get back on track. The journey of discipline is ongoing, and each day is an opportunity to grow stronger. As you develop your discipline, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle life's challenges, stay focused on your goals, and maintain a sense of inner peace. This discipline, combined with the principles of control and responsibility, will transform the way you navigate your life. In the final section of this video, we'll explore the Stoic practice of accepting what we cannot change. It's a crucial component in the journey to turning your life around. Stay tuned. Now that we've covered the importance of control, responsibility, and discipline, the final piece of the puzzle is learning to accept what you cannot change. Acceptance might sound passive, but in Stoicism, it's actually a powerful and proactive stance. It's about recognizing that there are aspects of life that are beyond your control and choosing to embrace them with grace rather than resistance. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about this in his Meditations, reminding himself to focus on what he could change and to accept what he could not. Acceptance involves acknowledging the limits of your control and letting go of the struggle against what cannot be changed. It doesn't mean resigning yourself to a life of passivity. Rather, it means freeing yourself from the frustration and suffering caused by trying to control the uncontrollable. For example, you might face a challenging situation like a difficult health issue or an unexpected job loss. It's natural to feel upset or frustrated, but holding on to that frustration only prolongs your suffering. Acceptance allows you to confront these challenges with a clear mind and to focus your energy on what you can influence. One way to practice acceptance is through mindfulness and reflection. Take time to reflect on what you can control and what you cannot. This practice helps you to differentiate between the two and to focus your efforts where they can have the most impact. It's about finding peace within yourself, regardless of external circumstances. Another important aspect of acceptance is practicing gratitude. By focusing on what you have and what is going well in your life, you shift your attention away from what's lacking or what's beyond your control. Gratitude helps to cultivate a positive mindset and to appreciate the present moment. Finally, acceptance involves embracing life's uncertainties with an open heart. Life is inherently unpredictable, and trying to control every aspect can lead to constant stress and disappointment. By accepting uncertainty and adapting to it, you build resilience and flexibility, which are key to navigating life's challenges effectively. In summary, turning your life around with Stoic principles involves understanding what you can control, taking responsibility for your actions, cultivating discipline, and embracing acceptance. These principles offer a powerful framework for living a more fulfilling and resilient life. Thank you so much for joining me today on Vivid Stoicism. I hope these insights have provided you with practical tools to turn your life around and live with greater purpose and clarity. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts in the comments below.